Hey folks, Dave here, and welcome back to my custom Let's Build project in Fallout 4 here at Bedford Station. And if you guys are also building along, you're going to want to check for some updates. I just released a hotfix for the mod that lets you build here at Bedford Station because I am a dummy and forgot to turn off cell reset. Well, that's my bad. I fixed it, so go ahead and grab that update. It shouldn't affect anything else you've been working on. Sorry about that. Back to my build though. What I'm going to work on today is a bit of the employee areas, the worker areas over here. As you guys can see, I've been putting down some concrete foundations, and what this is actually inspired by, if you want to take a trip down memory lane with General Dave, is actually my grandma's house. She had a house on a really steep hill. It was built in the 50s, brick ranch, so definitely fits into the Fallout time period, but this kind of concrete, I don't know, layered patio thing out back is based off of something that was out back at my grandma's house because of that really steep hill. It's just a very unusual kind of layered patio thing with all kinds of like storage hatches with creepy looking wooden doors and stuff like that. But that's what's inspired this use of the tilted and hilly terrain here. We're going to have our housing here in this, well, it's called a barn, but it's really a shed. But I think out here we're going to have a small bar and restaurant for the workers, as well as some storage areas and maybe a small store. Let's go over to Homemaker and I'll show you guys what I have in mind for the side here. We're going to run a wall all the way down the side here, if it'll turn. Is there a corner piece that I'm missing? Nope, just gotta get the snap right. Let's move these out of the way for a minute. That did the trick. So this will have been some kind of attached storage to the main shed here at the railroad depot at Bedford Station. And what I'm doing is essentially working on breaking up those boxy silhouettes. So you have this cool thing that accidentally lined up where the window is flush with this upper, I don't know, ramp thing. It's just something different besides boxy buildings. I think what we're going to use it for is going to be an eating area, maybe some additional living quarters. Yeah, living quarters for people who are actually living at Bedford Station. So you've got sleeping quarters in the bunkhouse. That's the word I was looking for. And we're going to have living space on this side. It's going to be really hard to snap because it's colliding with the barn. So let's try doing the rooftop first. I'm hoping this will make the end cap snapping actually work. Might put a pillar of some kind on that corner to help cover that little bit of clipping through on the corner. That kind of worked. Even managed to hide the extra bit of glass on the inside there in the corner, so I think that looks pretty good. And again, we're starting to get a unique looking structure here. It's not a boxy copy and paste. Oh, and that giant wall that you guys can see behind the train is where I'm building some secret things for the final tour I don't want you guys to see. I figure some of you guys are going to see that giant wall of just barnwood back there. I wonder what on earth is going on. Let's see what else we can build. I'm imagining that these warehouse floors were added after the fact, so these are built by the Minutemen to add on to this kind of patio space down here. Okay, yeah, I know where I'm going with this now, guys. There's going to be bar seating on this patio, and the main bar down here with the kitchen in this raised section. And we're going to use some parts we haven't used in a while because I was working on the sanctuary for so long. Let's go to actually G2M, construction, wood, wall. And let's see what kind of cool corner pieces we can use. If you guys haven't seen it yet, the edge of the settlement here is kind of just a suggestion. The line isn't 100% accurate. Oh, cool. We've even got these little canopy deals. For our patios. Might make a small exit doorway here. We'll have a window there where you can close it up. Maybe with a small shrunken boxcar door or something. That's a nice tall wall right there. Almost want that one to be down there. There we go. Then I'll put, if I can get it to go underneath here, a floor piece like that. Just to give it some visual interest. So I can put our bar down the back here. And there's the edge of the workshop right there. This is already feeling very unique as far as construction goes. Level 113, there it is. How much wood do I have left? Oh wow, almost 5,000. I'll probably use some of the actual shop counter pieces that I think are in Thematic and Practical. But as far as stairs go, can I snap one like this? There we go, that kind of works. And we'll have a wall that maybe connects behind here. What do we have for rooftop pieces too? I think we need one over here as well. I can kind of glitch that one to cover multiple sections. Make this look a little bit less snapped together. Seeing it's going to be outside the walls, make it look rougher. Chain link's not a ton of protection. Junk fence. So yeah, I can put some chain link fences to fill that up. Turn off that workshop timer. I can't dismantle that tree. In that case, let's get one of the walls that has, there we go, the barbed wire on it so you can't climb on it. It's hard to build with that green line right through here. I'll put one snap to it. Rotate that just a bit. Store that one for now. But that's where I kind of want the view to come back. Don't want these walls to be too tall. Oh yeah, we have this cool piece right here too, which we can use to seal up a few of these gaps. It's very odd to do a, you know, junkier style settlement after Sanctuary. Oh yeah, let's not forget about our boxcars too. Let's put some red doors on that. Then as planned, on over to the junk fences. I think that's enough work on the wall for now. You guys can kind of see where that's going. Let's go back to Homemaker. Fences, junk fence, no. Chain link. Let's get this sealed up. A little bit of extra protection. Let's go outside and check for gaps. We have one under the bar area. That's better. You could probably leap onto the roof here. So I might put some kind of barbed wire or something up there. Kind of like this one. Twist it up nicely. Again, Sanctuary is the high water mark of the Minutemen. This build would have been before Sanctuary was completed, and so it's going to have elements that are a little bit scrappier. Even if we do have a gigantic battle train that's also being built here. Alright. Stay on target. Bar area. Got our door. We're on miscellaneous barriers. Let's go ahead and put some barbed wire across the top there. You guys know the story here. Thanks to place everywhere. Make sure that it's going to swing out. Where's our hinges? And then for the main door, I think we had... Yeah, that's a cool one. Rusty metal door. Why is that snapping over there? Hinges on that side, so let's put it like this. Test them out. A little bit of clipping there. That one's backwards, so I'll show you guys on PC a neat trick. Get angle Z. Our Z angle is 4.78, so we can now just do set angle Z. Then I'm just going to add 180 to that, so 184.78. That'll reverse it neatly around. There you go. Saves you some time repositioning stuff. I might put some kind of board over one of these windows. But I'll do that later. Let's focus on working on the bar area.
Wish I could say I had half the guts you do.
Well, thanks, friend. As I realize I've just about covered up all of the concrete now. Let's go to thematic and practical, scavenger, nope, factions, nope. My icons aren't loading and making this more difficult. Walls, there we go. Counters. Counters large. Do one counter like that. Oh, cool, we've got these railings. That might actually look good over here. After all, this is a General Dave settlement. Order and safety. What was I looking for? I think a counter with a doorway? Yeah. For the other half of the kitchen. The question now is, guys, what do I want to use for the counters? So what if I used 2 of those pieces? Let's turn on surface collision there for a minute and just made my own countertop across the top. Ooh, I like where this is going. This might actually remain a walkway. Looking at it, it's just too narrow, but this can be a upper seating area and this can be a lower seating area. I think it's coming together in my head here, guys. Going back to thematic and practical, trading emporium, counters, perfect. Kind of like this guard post look. Might be too big to fit though. And that's barbed wire right in the walkway. I don't know, I kind of like that though. Cooks just gotta watch when they're going up to the kitchen areas. Yeah, I like that. I'm not sure why, but this is starting to remind me of the Stalker bar from Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl. Let's go over here to greenhouses and I'll get, with snapping turned on, a few of these supports to see if they'll actually snap anywhere. They will not. That's alright. I will fix it myself. Just do 2 support pillars there. Wow, yeah, I'm really liking the unique shape that we have here. It's like an outdoor bar, little shop area up here. Next, we're just going to fill in some stairs. Go to wood, just the original default stairs. Like we've actually had to add these in, you know? The concrete ones just look too permanent. Oh yeah, I was building the bar up here as well. Easily distracted, guys. Let's go to wood, miscellaneous. And I'm just going to get some planks here. Because the plywood is going to be too thick, but there's a section of, I think, 3 planks. attached together if I haven't passed it already. Right there. Oh, hey there, Ranger. Which will make a great bar surface. Then I'll have a piece of plywood that I'll shrink down manually here. For the rest of it. Now we have a couple of homemade bar shapes. Really liking how that's coming together, guys. Although I feel like people are going to be unhappy with the fact that their bunkhouse is attached to the bar area. But you've got limited space to work with, right? Gonna need room for another one of these box cars, perhaps over here, but that can come later. Let's do a save while I'm thinking about it. Oh, we've got some tarps, nice. Roof boards, slope. I'm gonna actually put these down and then tilt them like so. As a bit of a roof cap for the bar area. What was I looking for though? Railings, I think. I feel like I passed those. Yep, there we go. Shack, balcony, railing. I've also got a mod that adds in a number of tarps. I think one more tarp over the top would be really cool looking. And again, thanks to the power of place everywhere, I can take that. Rotate it just a bit. Rotate it just a bit that way. Give the railings a bit of character. So they're not all just completely straight. Like some drunken fool has knocked into that one a bit and it's leaning some. Down the row we should have some tarps. Let's do a red one. Then perhaps a dirty yellow one as well. Nope, it's rotating out of control. Get back here. That'll leave a slightly awkward gap back here. But I think that works. So yeah, this was some kind of old loading dock concrete system. And now it is our bar. There's a lot of details yet to come, but I really think we do have a very solid structural foundation here. Really liking the overall shapes going on. There's a lot of snapping, but I'm able to break up a lot of those angles with interesting verticality, bits of overhanging tarp, and stuff like that. So it's organized, but scrappy, and has an interesting silhouette, if I do say so myself. Now for the top greenhouse. I do wonder if I could do something almost like this. Is there a tall section with a door? Is the next question. And the answer is no. Oh. Well, duh. I'm looking right at it. That is the correct height. So this was partially a warehouse deal, partially a greenhouse deal. This might use some larger walls. Will it actually snap? Oh, look at that, it will. It will need taller pieces, and we even have those right there. Taller pieces that snap with the greenhouses. That's kind of perfect, guys. This was a very unique building, that's for sure, before the war. Now we have a cool hybrid of the warehouse tile set and the greenhouse tile set. So we're going to have bunkhouse, living quarters, a small storefront, and a restaurant and bar for feeding all the workers. If you guys have been around for a while, you'll know that a lot of the detailing comes not in these Let's Build recordings, but on the final stages before Joel and I record a full tour, and you guys get to see all the hidden secrets and details. But I do like to give you guys not just the overall construction where I'm laying the framework, but a bit of detailing as well, just so you guys aren't stuck with just the initial structural work with no detailing whatsoever. So let's just fill in a few things before we call it for today. Love these railing pieces. They will not snap. I'll just snap them manually then. We do need to put a staircase in back here. Structures, wood, stairs. Turn snapping off. Tilt it a bit like that. Again, what I'm doing here is trying to break some of the squared off building molds. We have some square angles here, but they're based off of the concrete base, and then they kind of just do their own thing. I think that works well. Always cool to have a few bits of construction detail here and there. Bits of plywood and the like. Might put some kind of power source over here too. Get my Minutemen backup generator. Get our medium, large. We have our windmill. That only generates 3. But I think I'm going to add one over here. Top of the station tower. For a bit of visual effect. And just that slight bit of extra electricity. Got our fusion reactor. That's going to go in a structure that will be over here. So for now, I'm just going to do that, and we'll run some power from just where it's sitting. Give me a very strong wireless conductor, please. Strong wireless, there it is. I'll put a light down here so we can see what's going on. That helps a little bit, but it's mainly that giant green line that's in the way. We're going to need a stove, of course. Crafting, I think. of actual cooking stoves. Look at that. I'll run some smokestack out the roof, perhaps, for that. Although in that case, it would actually make sense to put it kind of in the back here. Is that the only style of cooking stove that we have? Besides the cooking station? I actually kind of like the idea that they're making a stew over here in the corner. So we'll put that down there too. And then along with our main stove, we'll just put some counters and stuff later on for preparation. I think if we look under homemaker and then furniture, surfaces, counters and cabinets, we can find a junky looking countertop perhaps that could have been scavenged and brought here. Yeah, like this piece of cabinet. For extra cooking surface. This back kitchen section. Crowded little kitchen, but it'll do. Trying to think of a way to seal up this corner here, and I think while we're in homemaker, structures. Nope, just homemaker fences. I think a bit of chain link fence to seal the kitchen off would be cool. The bar pit. Really hate that green line in the way. Did I put doors on both of these? I did. Look at that. Again, not going to build everything today. I'd be here for another 5-6 hours probably finishing this area. Let's just get a few more pieces down. Furniture, surfaces, counters, and cabinets again. And I'm going to use this same countertop. Oh, here we go. Elbow pieces. Perfect. And I'm going to fill these shelves up, guys. Which are not there yet. Speaking out of my imagination. Going to fill shelves up in here with do-it-yourself stuff. I want it to be ones that are not backed, like these right here, so you can see what's inside through the window, so you can just wish that you had all that cool loot that's inside. And once again, I think we're out of space. No, we're not. Just gotta tuck things up under the window there. And of course we can add clutter to it. I think ammo and weapons would be in limited sale here. This is not a military settlement. I think it would be at the counter itself, probably. Or close to the counter. All kinds of bits and bobs for you to buy. Whole bunch of useless teddy bears. Toys for the kids. Kitchen supplies. Up top. A little bit of library stuff for sale too, let's say. Tools and components. This is some valuable stuff right here. Kept right next to all the food. Gardening supplies. Good selection of tools. It's almost like a hardware store in here. Love do-it-yourself. And that is a nearly complete store now. Wow, I am way over time for today, guys. Let's do a quick save. I think what I'm going to imagine for this side storage shed is just a living quarters that they've populated with bits of furniture that's been scavenged from railroad-like buildings. So no very home-like furniture, but stuff that could have been found in a rail yard. So like old-style sofas. Nothing like this that's like out of someone's house, but stuff like this. I know I saw those bar stools back here. Get some cool wooden ones for the front of the bar. It seems this is a non-military settlement. It's guarded by a military train, but it's a bit more of a working settlement. I imagine we'd have a few random people coming through. I don't think you'd have to have a Minutemen pass to come in and get a drink. So there's going to be so much security here. This won't be like Sanctuary. There'll be some more tables and whatnot in here. Probably not a TV, but like a radio. That's what I'm imagining on this stand. How big is that pool table? Wow, yeah, that is massive. There'll be some paintings and stuff like that. I guess there's going to have to be a bathhouse somewhere. Joel's always horrified that every settlement has one of those. Or maybe not. Maybe this settlement will just be outhouses. Regardless though, guys, I'm going to call it there for today now that we've placed a bit of furniture. I can't build a bar though and not decorate at least one thing on it though. Let's go to creative clutter. Crafting and vendors, cooking, other. Gonna do a Nuka-Cola candle for the bar. A few actually. Cash register. I think this one fits better up here at the store. Hey guys, remember that time I was just gonna place a single empty drink bottle and call it? Yeah. It's hard to stop the immersion train once it gets started. No pun intended. I know Creative Clutter has some cool stuff, like the poker hand. Again, tons of this stuff to come as far as detailing goes, but I'm looking for empty drink bottles of some kind. That's fine. I can just go to Settlement Keywords Extended, OC Decorator, kitchen and dining, beverages, and if I have it in my inventory, get a couple of beers going. And I think we have some empty bottles in here as well. I think whoever was gambling over there. There we go, Nuka-Cola. We'll be consuming General Dave's Old Rye Whiskey. Come on, empty beer bottles. I know you're in here somewhere. There we go. An empty beer bottle. And we'll have like 3 of them over here. And finally, someone's snacking on some iguana on a stick. So you guys can see that actually comes from my inventory, which is really cool how OC Decorator works. You're not using like random, I don't know, wood and stuff to to build iguana on a stick. You're actually placing it from the workshop. So you can loot it and place it later. Alright guys. I'll add some more drinks up here. I was about to say the word later, and then I'm like, who am I kidding? Now I'm placing them. More to come, but right there. Okay, I'm hitting escape. I'm quick saving. I'm calling it. Otherwise, I'm going to finish this build tonight. Really loving how this is coming together. Hope you guys are enjoying the creative process. Hope your builds are going well if you're competing in the competition as well. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all next time.